Mr. Theme Song. Go for it, bro.
Sounds like a kid show.
It is. One we watched when we were kids. Can't you tell by the grainy quality of the audio? Maybe you didn't watch this one. I did. And I just remembered these guys, they were mascots that would just go to different, like, theme parks. They were like, it was like travel shows for kids before travel shows were, like, even popular. The Banana Splits. They would, like, there was, like, a dog and an elephant and a lion, and they were all in a rock and roll band, and then they would go to theme parks and they would ride roller coasters. And you thought it was cool because you're like, man, these Banana Splits get to go to, like, Knott's Berry Farm and all these different theme parks that you could never go to, especially being a kid growing up in Seattle. And these guys were wacky and zany. It was a Hanna-Barbera production.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't remember this at all. I was watching this show. See if you can identify this. I don't know if you watched this or not. This was big when I was a kid.
Yeah, so Banana Splits, a little different, yeah.
Did you watch the Great Space Coaster?
Great Space Coaster came out way later than Banana Splits. So when I would watch Banana Splits, it would be like reruns in syndication, and it was like old. Everything was old. And it was like I was catching it towards the tail end of its run on whatever crappy television station was picking it up, which was probably the same crappy television station that was picking up the Great Space Coaster. Play that Great Space Coaster again.
My favorite. KSTW.
My favorite. No, pull it back to the beginning. My favorite part when the guy really gives it its all. I'll let you know. Right here, right here. Here it is, right here. He goes into it.
With new friends and new things to see.
With new friends and new things to see. Love that. He really stands out as the high-end vocalist on that.
I think you have to be over 40 to know what the Great Space Coaster was, because I don't think it lasted all that long.
No.
And as a matter of fact, maybe you have to be at least 44, 45.
But you might be able to catch up with it on like on Netflix or something like that. You know?
Oh, that's true. I should check it out.
There's old shows. I mean,
if I could
where do you think I watch Supermarket Sweeps all the time? But today is Banana Split Day.
Okay.
And when's the last time you've eaten a banana split?
I was probably 10 years old. Yeah, I don't think I've had one since I might have been 8 years old.
Yeah, that may have been too late for me.
Great Grandma Mabel, I used to go see her in the summertime because my dad was too cheap to pay for somebody to watch us at the house, and he didn't trust me when I was 10 to be alone like you.
I would go that route if I were you.
So Great Grandma Mabel was 70.
I could.
70, I don't know, 75, 76, 77, and her younger sister, who was like 71, 72, Aunt Marie, would show up in her LTD, the big Lincoln, and she would take us to the beauty parlor, and they would get their hairs done, and I would just, their hair done,
yeah.
And I would just have to sit there.
There's more than one on the hair, so I mean, on the head. So I really think that the way you just said it should be the way people should say
right. It. Which, it was funny because I remember they never washed their hair.
Hair's cut.
Grandma never washed her hair until she went to the beauty parlor. So she went to the beauty parlor like once every week, and she washed her hair once a week because of the way it was done. So they would wash her hair and cut it and all that stuff, and then she would get into the helmet thing, and then she would get the perm thing or whatever, and then it would be all hairsprayed, and then she'd be good to go. And at night she put a bonnet on, and when she took a shower she put a bonnet on so her hair wouldn't get wet. I thought, Grandma, that's weird. I wash my hair every day. Well, she goes, when you get older, you don't wash your hair every day. Anyways, but then we would go to Denny's after that, and I would either choose there was some like chocolate fudge molten lava cake thing with ice cream, or a banana split every once in a while.
I don't think that is a good mix, banana and ice cream. Especially because sometimes, now, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a long time since I've even cared about a banana split, and this is just something to talk about. But don't they do like vanilla and then chocolate and then strawberry in a banana split, like a scoop of each?
Yeah, that's what I remember. And then in between the bananas, which that's the split, and then they would sprinkle chocolate syrup.
Yeah, it's drizzled with chocolate syrup.
And then some place if they got fancy, they would do strawberry and caramel syrup as well.
Nuts.
And then whipped cream and nuts.
And a cherry on top.
Which were gross. They were maraschino.
I like maraschino cherries. Yeah.
You probably liked Roy Rogers and Shirley Temple's.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did. I liked those as a kid. Well, your dad wouldn't allow you to get them. I mean, hell,
I wasn't always with my
threw a
dad.
fit.
Sometimes I was with Grandma and Grandpa, and they would let me get whatever I wanted because they knew the
you
deal.
ordered the pot roast, for God's sakes, or whatever the hell it was, the ribeye. What'd you order at the restaurant?
I ordered a pot roast, and I had to eat the cooked carrots, and I gagged and about threw up.
You just wanted the pot roast part. Pot roast.
And my dad looked at me and he goes, "Go ahead and throw up because we're going out to the car." And I was not going to throw up then. And then I realized, quit being a that's when I toughened up. I'm like, yeah, I can hold it down.
I don't mind cooked carrots, but I can understand why it's not a taste for everyone, which is why you should be able to understand why the banana split is not a taste for everyone. That is a weird mix. Take bananas and put them on your ice cream and eat them with your ice cream. It's just a strange.
I don't like
mix to
bananas
me.
in anything. Like my great grandma Mabel, back in the day,
enjoy bananas on their own.
in the cereal, in the milk floating in there.
I like them in the cereal.
She'd always give me Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which I loved, and there'd be these damn bananas in there.
I don't know. It's a lot.
And I was too afraid of hurting her feelings because my dad told me to be nice to her because she was old, and so I would just eat them, and it was choking them down.
Bananas on cereal is a good way to sweeten the cereal without just putting straight up sugar on it. So, like, if you're going to eat like a Chex Mix, or not Chex Mix, but a Chex, like a corn Chex or a rice Chex, and you put bananas in it, it's really tasty without having to sweeten up with pure full-on sugar.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. But I mean, I was already eating, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is the sweetest cereal.
Right, exactly. So I don't know how that's going to come across.
My grandma,
which is
can I
why
not do
I
the
don't
banana
understand
splits?
why the banana split.
Yeah.
So where can you even get a banana split? Is there, like, of all... There's like 1,000 ice cream places here, right? Is there a place that does a banana split near me?
Oh, that's a pretty good question.
Because
I would imagine the ice cream places do, but I mean, I would imagine a lot of the diners do. Or, like, where's that? Cool Cats? Oh, my God. By the way,
I'm sure they do.
Cool Cats in San Luis Obispo and
They're
Cool
burgers.
Cats in Pismo, way different. The one in Pismo, way bigger menu, way more stuff.
Yeah.
And they got a bar. You can get Bloody Mary.
Yeah, they're one on Maui too.
Oh, that's right. He's the one in Hawaii. But remember, they got the one in Pismo has been there as long as the one in Slow. And so I recommend
Yelp has a 10 best banana splits in San Luis Obispo. Are you kidding me?
All right. Who give me?
Are you kidding me?
Is it worth all 10, or should we just say the top 5?
According to Yelp, McConnell's has the best banana split,
Oh, they're downtown. They're new.
followed by Doc Bernstein's,
Okay.
the Madonna Inn.
Oh, it's old school.
That makes sense. Batch. You think Batch has banana splits?
What's a batch?
They do like sandwiches and stuff, right?
Batch?
Yeah.
BATCH?
Yeah.
I've never heard of them. Where are they at?
Well, if you've never heard of them, they must not exist, right? It's right across
Exactly.
the street from Big Sky. It's a small shop. Cool Cats number 5. There you go, Jeremy.
Across the street from Big Sky. Isn't that a hotel?
Yeah, but it's on the building. That's not a hotel. Right on the alley there. It's a small little.
Used to be a jewelry store?
I don't know what it used
There
to
was
be.
a jewelry store right there.
God, you're going way back. I remember it only
Right.
as an
Right.
ice cream place.
Yeah, I got my wife's ring finger sized.
The Crepe Bar on Court Street. There's a crepe bar on Court
I'm
Street.
going to a crepe bar. I'm getting crepes. I'm not getting no damn banana split.
Okay, Louisa's apparently has a banana split.
Old school, yeah. Best banana split you ever had. What were the toppings? 805-543-3693. Call or text in there. Don't forget, we're doing Metallica again today. Text the word RIDE, RIDE, to the same number. Make sure you read that response text. That'll tell you that you're in the contest and exactly what you need to do if we call you at 8:20 this morning.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Every day we ask you some stupid questions, go answer them. But sometimes they're interesting. Like, I found the one that was up over the weekend kind of interesting, and it seems that people were on the same page as me, and with all the smoke in the air, were you more, into eating smoked meats because you smelled smoke all the time, or less, and you were, like, kind of veering away from smoked meats? Was it 75% of people said that they were didn't want smoked meats?
Yeah.
Turn them off. I was the same way.
Nah,
I kept thinking about
too much.
my smoker, and I was going to do stuff. I finally did smoke some stuff yesterday
If I wanted
afternoon.
smoked meats, I could go outside and go.
Made some
Okay,
ribs.
Good enough.
Made some ribs, and they turned out great. But it was clear enough yesterday. I mean, it was really nice. A little hazy, but it looks like a typical day with the marine layer where it gets a little hazy. I don't really see the smoke. Most of it is pushed off thanks to that tropical storm, hurricane, whatever it was that blew through the area. So we got a new poll question, though, on KZOZ.com.
Yeah. So today, I've already had to take my temperature twice. That's early, and I'm just like, if I've already had, and I'm trying to think about the rest of my day, and I don't expect or anticipate any more temperature takings, but who knows? You make decisions in a day. Some restaurants do it, some restaurants don't. What if I want to go eat out and eat? What if I want to do something else? What if I don't know, cut myself and need to go to a emergency room or something like that? How many times a day do you typically get your temperature taken now?
Before COVID, 0.
Well, I understand that.
Today, it's just once when I come to work. I don't, but I come to work and I go home. I was somewhere recently and I had to get my temperature taken, and I don't remember where it was. Oh, I got my teeth cleaned on Friday. That's where it was. I went to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned, and I had to get my temperature taken. You walk in there, you got to wear the mask the whole time until they're working on your teeth. And the first thing I had to do was go in there and get my temperature taken. And I had to fill out this form where they asked me all these questions related to symptoms to COVID. Sign that, got my temperature taken. Then they're like, here's some hand sanitizer. It was kind of nice. It was like that bathroom attendant, when you go to a fancy restaurant and the guy's sitting in there and he wants the tip because he's like, oh, would you like some cologne or would you like a mint or something? I'm like, no, man, I'm drinking a beer out there. I don't want a mint. And I don't want any cologne either. I'm already wearing cologne. And so then I'm like, oh, do I need to tip you? It felt like that because the lady was very nice. She came up. She took my temperature after I filled out the form. She goes, here, can I give you some hand sanitizer? I'm like, oh, thank you very much. She goes, all right, if you need a wet wipe, let me know. It was a sanitizing wipe. If you want to wipe down your chair or anything, I go, no, I think I'll be okay. She goes, well, we wipe them down every 30 minutes. And so I'm like, all right, or after somebody has sat in it. So then I sat there and I went back, and then the teeth cleaning was done and over with. That was all normal, except for, you got to floss more. It's really bad when you go to the dentist and you tell them that you floss. Do you floss daily? I'm like, pretty close.
Yeah, I do.
And she goes, well, because, any of the I don't know if it was tartar or plaque or whatever, but any of the buildup you had was in between your teeth. It wasn't on your teeth.
Because
I'm like, come on, man. I go, well, I use those handheld ones, like they have the little.
I've just started being honest with them. I'm like, I could do a better job. I do it every once in a while, but I can be honest with you, I do a better job. Plus, I ate something today.
I ate, yeah, that doesn't.
Because I always do my dentist appointments later on in the afternoon, like towards the end of closing.
You can't lie to the hygienist, You can lie to the doctor. You can do all these things, but she's right there. She knows. She's like, wait a second. It's like saying you didn't step in the cement and it's your footprint, or I don't know. Or, you didn't eat the powdered donut yet. You got powder all over your face.
You're like, I did not kill those people, but they find a bloody glove behind the area where you're living.
People have gotten off of that. Or a person has.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which just makes you think that I could continue to lie to the hygienist. OJ did.
So, yeah, you can't. You got to just do it or just face it. Just be honest with him. But, yeah, that was the last time I had to get my temperature checked twice in one day.
Yeah. I'm going. It's so funny because I got to be honest with you. Moving this past weekend was not my best hygiene moment. I think I woke up in the morning and just started going to work.
Sure.
I don't know.
You take a shower at night?
I don't even know if I changed underwear on Saturday or
so you
Sunday.
just literally got up, you worked your ass off, you sweat.
And there was no time to stop down and wash hands. Nobody's washing hands.
What do you just pass out in the same clothes you're working in all day because you were tired?
I did take a shower on Sunday night, and it felt so good. And I was like, man, if a shower feels this good, I must be really dirty. And I just stayed in there forever. My wife says to me, she's like, we're watching a show on Netflix, and I come in, I'm like, you started without me? And she's like, you were taking so long in the shower. I was like, I know, it felt good. It was dirty. I wanted to stay in there.
How's the water pressure at the new place?
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't mind the water pressure. The water pressure's fine. It's just
shower head's low?
Yeah.
Because you're renting
tall.
An older place.
I'm tall.
With the old
like,
standards.
I don't understand what tall people did in older back in
Get
the
on your knees,
70s. Son. Like, how did you do it?
Maybe everybody was shorter back then.
I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I like to tilt my head back and let the soap, when I'm shampooing and conditioning, let the soap run down my back, right? I mean, in this shower, I did it, but it was like,
Yeah. You need to buy one of those things, at the store with the shower head and then the handle, and then it's up higher. That's
I'm
what
not
mine
doing that
is.
for a
You would
short-term
love
rental.
my shower. It's like freaking 7 feet tall.
I'm not doing that for a short-term rental. I did
Well,
contemplate.
you take it with you if you want. It's got the hand thing. And
Yeah.
we had to get it for the dog. That's where he gets his
It's a
baths.
smart idea. I should buy some.
And so you could just do it like that. And then, but it sits up really high. And then I have it's a 2 shower head, the main shower head. And then above it is the wand. But I just use the wand one because it's up higher. And I just put it on the most powerful
But I think
wand.
wherever we move, we're going to like the shower heads. That's like one of the decisions you make, right?
No, you put your own shower head.
I understand
I
that.
never like where the shower heads where I move. Rare. Very rare. Anyway, SurfNet Communications, how many times are you getting your temperature checked a day? What are the options? 1, 3, 5?
1 through 6 or more.
6 or more?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, some people are important, man.
Wake up. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
So we never got to this yesterday, but we had a post up on Friday afternoon. We were asking you, why do people think you're weird? And most people think that other people think they're weird because of their mouth, because they don't think before they talk, or they just say random stuff. And I would say people must think I'm really weird then, because I usually do that a lot. The number one thing my dad always told me was to think before you open your damn mouth.
I think of you as ill-informed before you open your mouth, but that's fine. I don't know if you were weird. I don't think you're weird.
No, but that's what people are saying, because they just don't think before they open their mouth, and then people think they're weird because of the weird things that come out. But this gal, Erin, wrote in, she goes, they support Trump, even weirder, they voted for him the first time. Robert writes in, he says, because you make a normal everyday question into political question. What is it with people that, no matter what you do, everything has to come back to politics?
Well, and this is what sucks, because the medium in which we put this on the internet was on Facebook. So what we do now is anything that's on Facebook is like, you think that you're going there. For some people's minds, people feel like they go there in order to get their political information, political discussion. That's where the people are going. And Facebook hates it. I mean, they've tried to thwart it as much as possible, because they're like, no, this is a place for family to show pictures and have discourse. But people now, I don't know if Facebook is ever going to be able to shake the stigma of being the place where people go to comment on things politically, because, like you said, that has no political connotations.
Why do people think you're weird?
Yeah, no political connotations to it whatsoever. Yet it got turned into.
She
that.
didn't even answer the question. She
Yeah,
just said
no,
they
I
support
know.
Trump. That what? How does that make you weird?
I know.
And I gotta say, when Robert wrote back, because you make a normal question about politics,
Yes.
perfect. That's why you're weird.
It's out of left field.
That is a little weird, but it's almost common nowadays, isn't it? I get what you're saying.
the reason why I stay away from it. I used to like it. I used to enjoy it. I stay away from it at all costs now.
Tammy says, because I'm nice to people, I smile, I say hello, and I compliment. That is really rare, especially since COVID. You're almost weird now if you talk to somebody. I see people, they just look at you and they look the other way like, oh, hope they didn't catch me looking at them. I hope we didn't make eye contact. That's going to be super awkward, because
I hate it because I can't see if somebody's smiling at me.
you can in their eyes if they squint.
No,
Some lady saw me at the store the other day. We were going down the same aisle and I went to the right, and she goes, and I smiled, I guess, and she goes, oh, you smiled. She goes, I wish I could see your smile, but I enjoyed the fact that I could see your eyes squint. And I went, how do you know I wasn't squinting? That you would get out of my
Put your
way?
black Johnny Cash mask on. I want to see what it looks like when you smile.
I'll just do this.
Oh, you forgot your mask today.
No, it's
That's
here.
what you're saying. Where's your mask
It's
then?
right here. I have to have it.
Oh, you couldn't
I have
reach
to go
back there?
home.
You said you want to lose 30 pounds. I'm helping you out.
I didn't say that on the radio. Shut up. I didn't say that on the air. I
Well-
do. I mean, there's no secret there.
Oh, you can't put it on with your headphones.
Here, let's do this.
Is
Let's do this.
embarrassing. Yeah, but no, it's supposed to cover your chin. I know it's
Well,
hard. I know it's hard to do, Jay Leno, but I mean,
I have headphones on. It won't go around the headphones.
take them off.
Hold on. I can do it.
Just take them off real quick.
I can do it. There.
Now smile. Oh, you do. You can tell that you smile with your eyes. People can't tell when I smile.
Smile.
Well,
No, just smile.
no,
I
I
don't-
got to do it with the mask.
You
on.
get your damn mic in your face. I can't even see your mouth. But you're not smiling.
I am smiling.
No,
right
you
now.
give a good smile. Like a nice smile. Will you squint your eyes? Okay. It's awkward to stare into another man's eyes. I don't care if you have a mask on or not.
Am I
known you for 20
am I smiling or not?
years.
Am I smiling or not now?
You look like you're smiling now.
The reveal?
Your eyes are just a little bit crooked. That is the creepiest smile I've ever seen.
But that's what I got to make.
Why do you have to look like the Joker when you smile?
That's how animated I have to be in order to show somebody that I'm smiling underneath the mask.
Right. Now show me your regular smile. No, not with the mask on. Oh, yeah, your eyes are still squinting a little bit.
It's tough.
How, it's so funny. Why do people think you're weird? Listen, nothing's weird anymore. I don't think anything's weird. I think we've gone there. I think we're finally to a place where nothing is weird anymore. Everything should be accepted. And you talk about race
Saturday
and all
morning.
these other things. How is it that there's so people that still have issue with other people's color of their skin, yet you don't have issues with the fact that people are wearing these big plastic clear masks, face shields, and then a mask on and a suit going to a store? I mean, it's just weird now. Everything's weird.
On Saturday morning, we were driving across the bridge on Niblick, across the river, and but it's so weird because everything is weird that nothing is weird, right?
Yeah.
Like this woman was sitting there waving an American flag on the sidewalk at, 9:45 in the morning on a Saturday morning in the smoke of all the wildfires. She's just there.
What the hell?
Waving an American flag like she's bringing out the Michigan State Spartan football team. And she's just waving it back and forth on a big pole. And I remember driving by and thinking, that's strange. And then just continuing my conversation with my wife.
But it's not that weird.
Like we were in the middle of a conversation. We didn't stop down to the sight that we were seeing of a woman with at least a 10-foot pole waving an American flag back and forth by herself on a Saturday morning on a bridge in Paso Robles. Strange.
Coming up, we're going to get to Dumbass of the Day. And this is still a weird story because a bunch of teenagers broke into a zoo and we'll tell you what they did to the animals when we come back.
It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.